What is Laravel and why is it used? Laravel is a PHP framework used for web application development. It provides an elegant syntax, tools for common tasks, and a modular structure to build robust and scalable applications. What is the latest version of Laravel and when was it released? The latest version of Laravel is 9.0 and it was released in September 2022. What are the key features of Laravel? Key features of Laravel include routing, controllers, middleware, blade templating engine, eloquent ORM, migrations, and task scheduling. How does Laravel handle security? Laravel uses hashed and salted passwords, encryption, protection against SQL injection and cross-site scripting, XSS, attacks, and secure cookies. Can you explain the MVC architecture in Laravel? The MVC architecture in Laravel stands for Model View Controller, which separates the application logic into three components: the model for data, the view for presentation, and the controller for handling user input. What is Eloquent ORM in Laravel? Eloquent ORM is Laravel's implementation of the active record pattern, which provides an easy way to interact with databases and perform CRUD operations. What is Blade Templating Engine in Laravel? Blade Templating Engine is Laravel's built-in template engine that provides a simple and clean syntax for creating dynamic views. Can you explain middleware in Laravel? Middleware in Laravel is a layer of code that sits between the application and the request and response cycle, allowing developers to add additional functionality to the application. How does routing work in Laravel? Routing in Laravel maps URL requests to specific controller actions, allowing developers to define the behavior of the application based on the URL. What is dependency injection in Laravel? Dependency injection in Laravel is a design pattern that allows objects to receive their dependencies from the outside instead of creating them internally, making the code more flexible and testable. What is a service container in Laravel? Service container in Laravel is a centralized repository for managing class dependencies and performing dependency injection. Can you explain Artisan command line interface in Laravel? Artisan CLI is a command line interface included with Laravel that provides a number of helpful commands for common tasks, such as generating code, running database migrations, and managing scheduled tasks. What is a model in Laravel? A model in Laravel represents a database table and provides a way to interact with the data stored in the table. Can you explain migrations in Laravel? Migrations in Laravel are a way to manage database schema changes, allowing developers to version control the database and easily roll back changes if necessary. What is a controller in Laravel? A controller in Laravel is a class that handles HTTP requests and returns a response, typically by executing a specific action on a model and returning a view. Can you explain routing in Laravel? Routing in Laravel maps URL requests to specific controller actions, allowing developers to define the behavior of the application based on the URL. What is a view in Laravel? A view in Laravel is a template file that defines the presentation of the data, typically written in Blade Templating Engine. Can you explain middleware in Laravel? Middleware in Laravel is a layer of code that sits between the application and the request and response cycle, allowing developers to add additional functionality to the application. What is a facade in Laravel? A facade in Laravel is a static interface to classes in the application's service container, providing a convenient way to access the underlying implementation. Can you explain event handling in Laravel? Event handling in Laravel allows developers to define and trigger events in the application, allowing for decoupled and modular code. What is task scheduling in Laravel? Task scheduling in Laravel allows developers to schedule repetitive tasks, such as sending emails or cleaning up old data, to run automatically at specified intervals. Can you explain how to perform unit testing in Laravel? Laravel provides an easy-to-use testing framework for performing unit tests, allowing developers to write tests for individual components of the application and ensure that they are working as expected. What is the Eloquent Query Builder in Laravel? The Eloquent Query Builder in Laravel is a simple and convenient way to build and execute database queries, allowing developers to retrieve data from the database in a flexible and efficient manner. Can you explain how to use blade templates in Laravel? Blade templates in Laravel provide a simple and clean syntax for creating dynamic views, allowing developers to define the presentation of the data in a modular and reusable manner. Can you explain how to perform authentication in Laravel? Laravel provides a simple and flexible authentication system, allowing developers to authenticate users, manage passwords, and control access to protected resources. What is a relationship in Laravel's Eloquent ORM? A relationship in Laravel's Eloquent ORM is a way to define the connection between two models, allowing developers to easily retrieve related data from the database. Can you explain how to perform form validation in Laravel? Laravel provides a simple and flexible way to validate form input, allowing developers to define validation rules and display error messages to the user. What is a contract in Laravel? A contract in Laravel is an interface that defines the methods that a class should implement, providing a way to ensure that the class implements the necessary functionality. Can you explain how to use queues in Laravel? Queues in Laravel provide a way to defer the processing of long-running tasks, allowing the application to continue processing other requests while the task is being processed in the background. What is a task runner in Laravel? A task runner in Laravel is a tool that automates repetitive tasks, such as running database migrations or compiling assets. Can you explain how to use guards and policies in Laravel's authentication system? Guards and policies in Laravel's authentication system provide a way to control access to resources, allowing developers to define who is allowed to access specific resources and what actions they are allowed to perform. What is a service provider in Laravel? A service provider in Laravel is a class that bootstraps and configures the application, registering services and bindings in the service container. Can you explain how to use the Tinker REPL in Laravel? The Tinker REPL in Laravel provides an interactive shell for testing and debugging code, allowing developers to quickly test code snippets and inspect the results. What is a closure in Laravel? A closure in Laravel is an anonymous function that can be passed as an argument to another function, allowing for dynamic and flexible code. Can you explain how to use the pagination feature in Laravel? The pagination feature in Laravel allows developers to easily paginate query results, providing a simple and efficient way to display large amounts of data to the user. What is a dependency injection container in Laravel? A dependency injection container in Laravel is a centralized repository for managing class dependencies and performing dependency injection, allowing for flexible and decoupled code. Can you explain how to use the task scheduler in Laravel? The task scheduler in Laravel allows developers to schedule repetitive tasks, such as sending emails or cleaning up old data, to run automatically at specified intervals. What is a root group in Laravel? A root group in Laravel allows developers to define multiple roots that share common properties, such as a common middleware or namespace. Can you explain how to use the cache in Laravel? The cache in Laravel provides a simple and efficient way to store and retrieve data, allowing developers to cache data in memory or on disk for improved performance. What is an eloquent model in Laravel? An eloquent model in Laravel is a representation of a database table, providing a simple and convenient way to interact with the data stored in the table. Can you explain how to use middleware in Laravel? Middleware in Laravel provides a way to filter HTTP requests, allowing developers to perform actions before or after a request is processed, such as authentication or logging. What is a view composer in Laravel? A view composer in Laravel is a class that provides data to views, allowing developers to share common data across multiple views. Can you explain how to use events in Laravel? Events in Laravel provide a way to trigger actions when specific events occur in the application, such as a user registering or a new order being placed. What is a facade in Laravel? A facade in Laravel is a static interface to a class, providing a simple and convenient way to access the underlying class's methods. Can you explain how to use the Eloquent ORM to perform database migrations in Laravel? The Eloquent ORM in Laravel provides a simple and convenient way to perform database migrations, allowing developers to easily create, modify, and roll back database schemas. What is a service container in Laravel? A service container in Laravel is a centralized repository for managing class dependencies and performing dependency injection, allowing for flexible and decoupled code. Can you explain how to use the Artisan command line interface in Laravel? The Artisan command line interface in Laravel provides a simple and convenient way to perform common tasks, such as generating code or running database migrations. What is a namespace in Laravel? A namespace in Laravel is a way to organize code into logical groups, allowing developers to avoid naming conflicts and easily reuse code. Can you explain how to use the Eloquent ORM to perform database seeding in Laravel? The Eloquent ORM in Laravel provides a simple and convenient way to perform database seeding, allowing developers to easily insert test data into the database. What is a composer in Laravel? A composer in Laravel is a package manager for PHP, allowing developers to easily install and manage dependencies for their Laravel application.